Hey, what's up, guys? This is that convention guy, Collectibles, and I've been getting a bunch of packages from Whatnot. Told you, it's a bad choice for me. But anyway, Rachel's not here, and some of these things may be gifts, so I'm gonna go ahead and open them while she's not here. So let's get to it. So first thing, a Batman animated series little statue, a Jorge Posada, McFarlane, hip hip Jorge. Yankee fans will get that, the rest not so much. And then this is Lady Tottington from The Curse of the Were Rabbit, Wallace and Gromit. Now, Rachel does know about this one because as we were watching Whatnot together, she saw it and she was like, oh, I have to have that. And she's going to open this. She wants to play with it, so. I am a leave it in the package, enjoy it in the package kind of person, especially knowing the values. In fact, she asked me the other day, she's like, how come you don't play with them? And I'll give you an example. I used to collect the LJN wrestlers from the 80s. And I had a pretty mint Hulk Hogan. In fact, I had a couple doubles. So I sold one. And at the time, I think I sold it for around $1,000. I shipped it, and when it arrived, the bubble from the figure had come off. So it was no longer minty. So the guy returned it. I gave him his money back because it's my responsibility to make sure it gets there safely. I had wrapped it, tons of bubble wrap and cardboard and stuff to protect it. The bubble was still perfect, but it had come off. So, like I said, it was about $1,000 when I sold it. Well, now that it was an open figure, even though it was still very minty, the card was mint, the figure was mint, the bubble was still mint, everything else, I ended up listing that item and I got, I think, $185 on eBay. So, after shipping and fees and the return shipping from the first one, all that, I think I ended up somewhere around $110, $120. I should have just kept it. But yeah, I mean, it went from $1,000 to the $200 figure, just like that, being out of the package. And that was just something that had happened, a few years ago. Before that, when I was a teenager, I had collected a bunch of wrestling figures and took them out of the packages and displayed them, and I really enjoyed that. And then when I was moving and I didn't have the room for it, I decided to sell, and I was getting, what may have been a $8 to $10 cost in the figure. I was selling for $1 or $2 because it was out of the package. And then the ones that I had saved in the package, I was actually getting more than I had originally paid for them. They had gone up in value. The other ones out of the package, not so much. So ever since then, I just kind of, I don't have money to throw in the toilet. And so I keep things in the package. Now, will I open some things? Yes. I mean, you can see behind me, there's lots of statues and things like that. But usually for action figures, I like to keep them in the packages. I can enjoy them just as much in the package. And sometimes a package can be pretty cool itself. So anyway, that's it for today, or at least for this package. Let me go ahead and open one more. This one's pretty heavy. So again, I don't know what's in these. I just keep getting packages, so I'm gonna open some. Okay. That feels like it could be comic book. Let's see. Yes, lots and lots of comic books. I don't remember ordering that many comic books, but I'm sure I did. Can you guys hear that? Probably not in the video, but there is a racetrack. It's probably 2 miles or so from my house, but you can hear it inside the house. That's how loud it is. I didn't know that when I bought the house. One of those things that was not disclosed. Just like I won't disclose it either. No, I'm just kidding. I probably will. All right, so let's take a look at these comics, see what we got. So first thing, okay, I remember. Well, I sort of remember. We got Spider-Ham and Crypto. So I thought was a cool crossover kind of thing. We have the Spider-Man and Superman. Very cool. They did a lot of taping here. I must have won a bunch of lots together. Ooh. That's kind of cool. This is Gwenom versus Carnage. This is a nice Venom. Rachel loves Venom, so she might want to put that up on the wall, but I don't have any more wall space, so she's going to have to figure it out. Amazing Spider-Man. I thought this was a cool book. I know that there's some things that are special about some of these books, as far as print runs or limited numbers and stuff like that. I just don't know enough about comics to know that stuff. I just really like covers and the art, things like that. Occasionally I'll get into a storyline, but most of the time not so much. Deadpool Batman. Again, another very cool crossover. Ooh, this is a nice one. Superman, Spider-Man, black suit Spider-Man. That's pretty cool. Goodness gracious, there's more. I honestly don't remember buying this many comics, but obviously I did. It's interesting, they taped so many. I guess while they're still doing it. Okay, anyway. The Death of Superman. That's a pretty cool one. Ah, yeah, I remember this. Legends of the Dark Knight. I thought that was pretty cool. With the different villains. I think I have an art print for that. Eventually, when I get my Batman bust, it has all the villains on the base. It'll look pretty good next to it. But that's a pre-order, so who knows when or if it'll ever get done. Spider-Man and Superman. Oh, there it is. This might be a connecting cover, I'm not sure. It looks like it should be. Or, oh, you know what? I think that's one where you unfold it, the back side. You know what, let me double check, because I think that's why I bought it. Because I thought if I displayed it, yeah, that's what I thought. Okay, so there's the back side. So when you open it, try to find the center so I'm not stretching it out. Yeah, see. I thought that was pretty cool. Now, will I display this one? Probably not. I bought it with the intention of, ooh, if I displayed that. But I just don't have any wall space. I don't have it, well, as of right now, I don't have any wall space. If I decide to go above the window, then I'll have some wall space. But that'll be touching the ceiling, so. And I am still trying to figure out how to get things on the ceiling, because that's pretty much all the wall space I have left. All right, last little bundle here. We have, okay, X-Men. And this is Avengers, X-Men Eternals, Avengers, Iron Man cover. Why did I buy these two? I have no idea, because I don't really collect X-Men or Avengers or that. I'm more of a Superman and Spider-Man, Batman. So, oh well. Anyway, that's gonna do it for me for today. Yeah, a little bit of everything. I got some statues. Actually, I'm gonna put that Batman statue. I'm gonna go ahead and open this up and put this in the display. Ooh, that's a good size. That's kind of what I thought it might be. I'm just going to put this in the display and see if Rachel even notices. She probably will. Interestingly enough, I think I actually just reached out to a seller in one of my Facebook groups to buy that. That's another problem with Whatnot. I forget that I bought stuff, and then I end up with another one. So, you gotta be very careful. All right, so let me go ahead and put that on the display. Be right back. All right, so here's my Batman Hush. And I went ahead and put the little guy right there. Not really sure if that's the best place for it, but maybe up there is a better spot once I move the Wet Bandits. The Batmobile's not going to stay there. That's where my 1/3 Batman bust will go. But for now, he's down there. So, that's going to do it for me. From the Bat Cave part of my collection. That's off for a signing with Michael Keaton. That's another signing with Michael Keaton. So yeah. My Batman section with his villains, the Penguin, Catwoman, Riddler, Mr. Freeze. So that's going to do it for me, guys. I appreciate you watching, and stay tuned for some more crazy collectibles coming soon.